yo, what the hell is going on here? Alright, welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. So, if you don't already know, I like watching anime. And I made a comparison in one of my videos to Bleach. And in Bleach, the Japanese anime, you have these things. These monsters are called hollows. Like a hollow hole in somebody's heart. A hollow is a soul that didn't make it to the good side, but instead they turn into a monster with a hole in their chest. Their soul is hollow. And I bring that I bring that comparison up to make a statement about this game. You see, when you first start the game, and yes, I'm gonna sound like a broken record from a video I made prior, coming up in this game, you're either going to turn into a hollow, the monster that you just seen on screen just now, or a good soul. A hollow is the equivalent to a hunter in this game. If you get killed so many times by people using full auto SVUs and Beagle F1s, then you yourself are going to turn into a hunter because you're tired of getting hunted. But if you're a good soul, instead what's going to happen to you is you're going to learn to adapt and avoid those people to get your XP, to make your house better, to improve your stats. Right? But here's the thing with me. I may just have turned into a hollow soul, a monster, a hollow. Because, as I've said in previous videos, this series of videos that you're watching right now is a part of Escalation Week. What Escalation Week is where I do things that I wouldn't normally do. And this is all because, like, I've gotten killed, like, back to back before this week started. And now I'm slightly more aggressive because I'm tired of dying. The best way to avoid dying is to kill everybody else. And that's probably the most aggressive, harshest sentence that you'll ever hear me say on this channel. But I'm going to say it one more time. The best way to avoid dying is to kill everybody else. Because other people's bullets is what make you die. So check this out, right? I know there are teams here, but I see one person right there. And I see another person that's in front of them. And so I'm like, they're both prone. Are they in a team? But I'm watching them, like they're literally both prone, but then they start shooting each other. And so I'm like, okay, I'm making uses to my advantage. And listen, you only hear one set of gunshots. The other one's suppressed. I'm willing to bet you that's an SVU. Willing to bet you. So like I said, this is known on my channel as Escalation Week. You're going to see me do things that I wouldn't usually do. Like this. So I didn't want to talk over that because I wanted you to hear the footsteps that I was hearing while I was playing the game. But let me try to give you a nice little recap as I use the detector and to only find that there are only 2 people left in this entire encounter. When he dropped that mortar strike, here's what crossed my mind. Either he seen I was running that way and was trying to predict my movement, or he was covering up for himself while he ran for the detector. That's the 2 things that crossed my mind. But then again, at the end, I realized that we both had the same weapon. We both did. We both had SVUs. If one of us is going to kill another person, it's going to be because one person rushed another one. So I took a chance. I took an entire chance and rushed him. And when I seen he was aiming in front of me, I had to stop, back up, and then shoot him. 2 times in the chest, and he fell. Now, like I said, this is escalation week. You will see me do things that I wouldn't usually do. Normally, I wouldn't have even got into that gunfight. I would have let them kill each other, and then I pick off who's next. But like I said, when I was in the middle of the map, the best way to avoid dying is to kill all who oppose a potential threat to you. To kill everybody else, so you can survive. It's not the survival of the fittest. It's more like the aggression of the smartest. You know what I'm saying? So, I got an SVU on my back and a whole AUR-A1. 2 fantastic weapons. Fantastic weapons. Now, I know that there are 2 people left in this entire map, in this encounter. The plane's coming overhead. Now, from what I've seen on the detector, they're both on this side of the map. So why not come up here and wait? And I'm doing this because Anniken's a very open map. The only line of visual sight that I don't have is behind me. And I realized that, so I relocate. The best thing I can do is watch one position at a time. I don't want to get caught from behind. I don't. So even though this part of the map is broken because you can't hear anything, I can at least see somebody coming through here. So I wait, and then I keep moving. And now the airdrop is falling, right? And it's on the ground. It's right there. Again, the last time I seen those 2 Outlanders is when they were on the other side of the map. So now I gotta make a decision. Do I grab this airdrop and head to the exit behind me, knowing that it's been quite some time since I've seen those 2 Outlanders over there in that direction where I keep looking? Or do I put all my eggs in one basket and ensure my safety by attempting to take out one of them, if not all of them? So I use a PSD, and I realize the guy's over there in the houses. Okay. Alright, cool. Noted. Yeah, let's go get him. Let's go get him. Like I said, this is escalation week. You're not going to see me do things... Well, you're going to see me do things that I would not usually do. I'm going to keep it moving. Now check this out. I'm not fully a hunter. You know what I'm saying? I don't use PSDs back to back. I have gotten pinged by a PSD back to back, which led me to get mad, which led me to bring you all escalation week. But I'm not going to do that to this man. Instead, what I'm going to do is use my brain. If I last seen him, detected him, not seen, but detected him at these houses up here on the pier, then there's only about 3 ways he can go. The middle of the map, behind those houses to where I can't see him, or to the right. And if I get lucky, right in front of me. So I'm gonna watch the pier. I'm gonna watch the boat. I'm gonna watch the tips of these icebergs and stuff. Just to see if I can catch a glimpse of him. But thankfully, since I used my brain, I already caught a glimpse of him. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see him. But just know, I'm checking him right now. He's right there. Now, I know my aim was a bit sloppy, but don't worry. It'll get better. At least I hope it will. Gotta go back in eliminations and get my hands back. Get my hands back, excuse me. But, like I said, actually, I won't even say it again. Just know Escalation Week was going to be in that sentence. I could have gotten the airdrop. I could have left. I could have let this man survive. I could have just been back in my house right now, telling you all peace. But, no. No. I'm doing things that I would not usually do. And I was going to go for the airdrop, but yeah, radiation is pretty heavy. So, I'm out of here. Now, like I said in a previous video, can you learn from me playing during Escalation Week? In this one encounter, you can learn one thing. And that one thing was that at the very end of this encounter, how I waited until dude was in the open right in front of me and he had no cover. That is when you should fire. Wait until your prey has no cover around them. Wait until your prey has it's stuck in a corridor. Right? Make sure they have little to no cover around them. Because then now force them to either do two things. One, run away. Two, relocate. And yes, those are two different things. Or three, fire at you. And if they fire at you, they're standing up, if not on one knee, making themselves a very slow moving, easy target to hit. You just gotta dodge their bullets. And that's that. Guys, let me tell you something. It's not over. It is not over at all. Stay tuned to the channel to see more gameplay like this. And remember, I don't usually play like this. But due to recent encounters, yeah, you're gonna see some more of this kind of playstyle coming up here pretty soon. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until next time, peace.